Hey, Nick Symmonds here. I want to thank you guys for following my vlog over the last couple weeks, and thank you for subscribing. We're going to take a few weeks off while I rest my body, but we're also going to be vlogging every single workout that I do in preparation for the Honolulu Marathon. So come back July 10th, we'll start marathon training, but in the meantime, I'm answering your questions here. Do you know any good altitude training camps or trails I can go to in Washington State and run on so I can get some altitude training in? I haven't done any altitude training in Washington, and I think you're going to be hard-pressed to find really proper altitude training there. The Northern Cascades could probably offer you some pretty good opportunities. You get up into the Enchantments or up into the Olympics and you could have some opportunities, but really to maximize altitude training, you want to live and train above 6,000 feet for weeks at a time. Just going up and touching altitude and coming back down, you're not going to see a big benefit in your training for doing that. So Washington State is tough. We don't have a lot of places to live and reside above 6,000 feet in our state. When I used to do my altitude training, my favorite places to go were Flagstaff, Arizona, Albuquerque, although it's a little bit lower than I like. Probably my favorite places in the world to train were Central Mexico, and I did a training stint in Toluca one summer. I also did a couple training stints with Leo Manzano down at San Luis Potosí. So, if you're a high school student, obviously you can't just up and leave for weeks at a time to go train altitude, but it's something that might be worth making a sacrifice for. When I was a junior, about to go into my senior year of college, I said, I really want to see what I could do if I focused every moment of my life on training. And a couple buddies of mine, we packed our bags and we moved down to Toluca, Mexico. And we spent 10 weeks at 9,000 feet in Toluca living like pro athletes. And we ate, slept, trained just like the Kenyans did down there. And I went down weighing 175 pounds and came back weighing 148 pounds. I went down a 148 runner and came back a 145 half miler. So investing in your training, deciding that you want to be great, that's an important thing to do. And as high school and college athletes, you're not probably going to be able to do that. You're being pulled 100 different directions between family obligations, school, working a job. It wasn't until my senior year that I moved running to my number one priority that I really saw those gains. But that took a lot out of me, and it took a lot out of my my energy to be able to devote to other things. My grades really suffered my senior year, but I had made a decision at that point to move running above academics in my list of priorities. I don't recommend that. It was a really risky thing that I did. I knew that if it didn't materialize into me running really fast times, then I'd have to go back and retake all those classes. But it was a risk that I was willing to take at that age, and it ended up paying off for me. All right, thanks for watching. And remember, you can win a chance to run with me in Honolulu on December 10th. Go to rungum.com now. It's absolutely free to sign up. Run aloha.